It's 2020 and lockdown's here. Yay! Kiri gets into another talking stage. What's that, like 6, 7, maybe 8 girls at once? Ugh. It's not as if when the pandemic ends, he's not going to see any of these girls and they're just talking to him to pass the time because they're lonely and seek attention. It won't be that, right? Kiri got into another talking stage and this girl was a little bit different. She was very physically attractive, with her hair nice and long. She had curly hair, fat ass, very nice built. We're not gonna say names, of course. She's a prick though. You're right, prick. Look at me now. Can't come back now, too late. Anyways, Kiri gets into another talking stage and he liked this girl. She was nice. She was quite feminine, she was quite funny, he liked talking to this girl, went back and forth. She was quite a hard, prestige girl to catch. But even 2020 Kiri, back then, was somehow holding his own. He would message her, she would message him back. He would message her, she would message him back. They would keep messaging. A few phone calls here and there. He was touching her pussy to him. I remember that as well, don't even lie. I acted like she's watching this, maybe when I'm famous one day. But yeah, I would say, oh, look what I'm gonna do to you. All this shit. She was a really nice, pleasant girl to talk to. As a few weeks, maybe a few months went by, things slowly started to change. They slowly started to change for the worse. I was gonna say worser. It wasn't good. And it wasn't good because one day Kiri went to try and meet her. See this girl in person, it was time. He went up on his phone, he was with a few other people, 1 or 2. He went on his phone and he called her. No answer. Maybe my signal's not working. Just forget. Call. Hello? Voicemail again. She's always somehow had this problem with her phone where whenever I would call, the calls wouldn't go through. But somehow other people would. She told me so many times that, no, it's just your phone or something's wrong. Okay. Innocent Kiri, even back then in 2020, believed that. But again, the day came and he's calling her again. It was more of a spontaneous thing because Kiri's never got stood up anyways, but it was more of a spontaneous thing, but she didn't come. Kiri goes home thinking, okay, I'm not talking to this girl again, that's it. You're a bit mad, okay, it was a bit of a spontaneous last minute thing, went to ends, she wasn't on it, cool. She messages him, oh my god, I'm so sorry, my phone was off and all this happened, and Kiri went on FaceTime with her and kind of spoke to her. Again, she wasn't comfortable to show her face. Something is a bit fishy here. Why is she not comfortable to show her face? Why is she saying these things? It's not like she just wants validation and wants acceptance for someone maybe beneath her to support her through her tough time. She was going through fucked up shit, real fucked up shit. Seems like every girl Kiri speaks to is always going through fucked up shit. And she writes that whole paragraph, oh, I'm sorry, whatever, and then she kind of spoke on FaceTime again, she didn't show her face, whatever. Some time went by and Kiri thought, you know what, she seems genuine, I'm looking at all the evidence as a whole, she has got valid reasons and it's okay. So what did Kiri do? He continued to speak to her. Why? Because he was a kind-hearted sweetheart who just started his self-improvement in 2020 and was still quite vulnerable. He was finding happiness within and he felt quite secure, but 2020 Kiri was nowhere near to 2022 or 2023, even 2024 Kiri. 2020 Kiri wasn't as ruthless as I am now. So he chatted to her a bit more, we got closer and closer, and we were soon going to meet again. It was all going to be good, right? Right? Some time goes by, we eventually kind of fizzle out, her messages go again. Kiri always seen the kindness and the sensitive side. He understood that she was going through fucked up shit and was there to support her and was understanding, but slowly the messages kind of trickled down. And Kiri understood, okay, I've kind of wasted a bit of time here, maybe a few weeks, even a month or two, maybe a bit longer, maybe 3-4 months, can't remember. Would have been in May, I think, May to June, August, I can't remember. I honestly can't. That's weird. I always remember everything, right? And yeah, so messages trickled down, you know, distance kind of grew. And Kiri kind of accepted that this was going to happen, and that was fine. However, one thing, as time went by, came to surface. The one thing that caught Kiri off guard, the one thing that wasn't part of the story, the one thing that you think couldn't have happened. Are you ready for some fucked up shit? Are you ready? Because I'm honest on this channel. There's no ego here. Come a bit closer. A few weeks go by. Maybe on Twitter, maybe on Instagram. But Kiri finds out that the girl he was chatting to has got into a relationship with another guy. And then it clicked like that. After Kiri was being so low and so upset, it clicked like that. It wasn't that she didn't want a relationship. It wasn't that she didn't want to date. It's that she didn't want to date you. Or in this case, me. It's a very hard pill to swallow. It's a very ego-hitting, but it's a big, big lesson. Because then you really understand the nature of women and hypergamy and how you need to be the best and how to improve and how everyone's selfish and how everyone cares about themselves and they have to do what's best for themselves and how people will use you for your attention and drain you of that. It all makes sense. Kiri didn't know it 3-4 years ago, but it all made complete sense. He was simply not good enough for her. And that hurt him. Burping at a deep time. Apologies. But that hurt him. And it hurt you too. The reason your girlfriend left you, or the girl you were speaking to ghosted and went with another guy, should tell you what the real reason was. She didn't see, or she didn't think, or she didn't have confidence in your ability and your potential as a man. Put simply, you weren't good enough. It hurts, even now it hurts. But when someone tells you you're not good enough, you have two options. Butthurt, negative, bitter, hate on her, hate mob, sabotage, start stalking her. Or improvement, understanding, criticism, feedback, looking the man in the mirror, growing, learning, making money, going on a journey, having purpose, having good friends, dating numerous girls, finding girls which are 10 times hotter than her, 10 times more the quality because you become somebody in the end. Their loss is you and your potential. They don't back the correct horse because you're in the race and maybe you're not at the front. But when you're working and you're working and working, bang, in a few months, in a few years, you take over and she looks one day at your Insta post or she hears something from someone else. A friend says something or a friend or one day you see her in the future. And that look she gives you, is that you? That look right there is the look of, oh shit, I fucked up. And you simply look at her and smile, knowing that you've won. But you can only win after going through the trenches and coming out on top after the journey. Yes, the journey's hard. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's going to take time. But that fulfillment you get, knowing that you're better than the version she rejected all those years ago, is second to none. And it's worth every part. You hold it tight, not in a hate, bitter, remorse. You hold it tight in a, I'm gonna prove you wrong, baby. That girl those years ago, she ended up dating some white Donny or some guy, that's all I know. I doubt he's where I'm at right now. I know she's single again. And again, I only checked like once, like time ago, just for the like video and just to see in it. So I'm not preying, I promise. Like, you have to believe me. I don't think he was or is as good as I am now. And the second one day when she sees the channel and she sees me with tattoos now, with this, looking like this, she's gonna give me that face. I fucked up. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, you did fuck up. But there's no remorse here. Take care, baby. That's what you're gonna say to them in the future. You just need to do the hard work. So I'm here for you. We'll keep working, we stay close, and we keep pushing. Because no girl is going to look at us and say, you weren't good enough. I'm going to say, okay, I wasn't good enough in that moment. But as a person, I'm going to show you I'm good enough. Just you watch. If you want to fix your life today or have access to my free self-improvement guide, all links will be down below. If you also like one-on-one coaching sessions or like to learn from my Skool share classes, all links down below.